Hello again. So, this will be part two of physical versus non physical, and that would be describe the process of disengagement and stages of transition, and if time, describe the non physical, what that experience is like. So, we begin with the process of disengagement and stages of transition. Yes, like so many things that we have discussed, you will understand that there is not one answer to this question. Mm, the stages of disengagement, the way that someone makes their transition from the physical to the non physical, are as varied as the personalities involved. Now, some may start quite early. While still in the physical, you may find that they are not so grounded, if you will, that the physical seems to be less and less important to them. Um, this is often mistaken for mental illnesses of a variety of forms, but for a large part, the personality is making a decision and is slowly making the transition into the non physical. So they will appear to not be so aware necessarily of what is going on around them, of who the people around them are, or of the ability, or we should say inability, to perform certain mundane tasks. Now, others will be taken quite quickly, for example, through a car accident or murder or even a suicide. And for these people, the experience will be quite different. In most cases, it will not be a gentle, simple transition, although there are those who can do that. But there will be some initial confusion on the part of the person who is passing. They may be able, for example, to see themselves as if they are floating above themselves, or um, there's a larger part of themselves watching over them, perhaps speaking to them, perhaps sending calming energy as they see that their body is in distress, or is no longer operating in the way that they normally find it to be. Now, in cases like this, generally the experience will not last very long. Someone will come to assist them, some energy, personality will come to assist them to understand what it is that has happened. Now, there are many of you who do this type of service in your dream states. Well, that's not exactly correct because it is beyond the dream state. But you do it while you are still physically present. As you know, you blink in and out of realities when you are in the physical, and in the back blink, if we may say, there is a lot being done. There is a lot being experienced just as much as in the physical portion of the blink. And it is in that back portion that you perform these types of services. Now, for many, it's simply a matter of acknowledging that they have passed on, and then they begin to be educated as to where they are and what is available to them to do. Uh, and how to communicate, if they wish to, with those still living. Um, for others, they will be met by friends or loved ones, you see, and this will comfort them immediately as they begin to learn the way things work in the non physical. For others, it will depend upon their belief systems. So, for example, if you are hugely Christian, you may experience whatever your belief is about the afterlife. You may go through a period of time where you believe you are in purgatory. You may go through a period of time where you are examining your life and making judgments upon what you did that was good and what you did that was not good. If you feel that you must pay for your evil deeds, so to speak, then you may experience some type of punishment. All of this, however, will be, in your terms, relatively short lived. No one is confined to an eternity of burning or other types of punishment. Some may be very disappointed when they pass, for example, if they do not receive their 72 virgins or whatever it is they believe they will be entitled to. So, that those experiences will be different, but uh, in short order, so to speak, the reality of the situation will be made known, and there will be those who are available to assist in making the transition. Some may be assigned work, so to speak. In other words, if you were assisting with transitions when you were in the physical, you may continue to do that when you are in the non physical. Or there may be, excuse me, there may be other things that you wish to do, such as we are now doing by communicating with this one. So that may be a task that you decide to perform. But you will do all these things joyfully and willfully. No task will be thrust upon you. You will not be told, oh, you must do this, or oh, you must do that. You must atone for this or that. If you wish to take a look at your life and the decisions that you have made, then certainly you can do that. And you can do it in a variety of ways. It may appear to you as sort of a film or little glimpses of things that have occurred to you. Or you may immerse yourself deeply, and it may appear as if you are physically living again as you go through and experience and make decisions about what will be your future. Will you reincarnate? Will you stay in the non physical? Will you change sexes? Will you move to an entirely different type of reality? There are those who say, well, we have had enough of this physical reality. We wish to explore a different type of physical reality. And that is also open to you to do. So you see, once again, there is no one answer. There is no one way to say, this is what you experience. For not every soul, if I may use that term, not every soul will experience the same thing. It will be very dependent upon their wishes, their value fulfillment, their belief systems, and and what work perhaps they wish to do or continue to do. Now, what are the differences between reality and non reality, or we should better say physical reality and non physical reality? What is non physical reality like? Now, You have, all of you, read a great deal about this sort of thing. It appears to be quite the question for those in the physical. What is the afterlife like? Do we even believe in an afterlife? Perhaps there is nothing. Perhaps there is merely a blank slate. And we completely disappear. But we assure you that is not the case. You will not disappear, and your personality will not disappear, although it will be changed somewhat because the types of judgments that were made when you were in the physical will not be so important to you. You see, you will understand on a much larger scale that there is no good or evil as physical people primarily describe it. Even though that, of course, is based on belief, or what is good in one belief system is evil in another belief system. The enormity of after physical life is almost incomprehensible to those of you now in the physical. You understand that there are many probabilities in the life you live now. You understand that you are in a multiple universe, a multiple state of multiple realities that you weave in and out and back and forth between them. You see, and this follows in the non physical. There is not just one state, and there is not just one way of perceiving what is non physical. And the vastness of it is very difficult to push through the understanding of most physical personalities. But we will say that the experiences are shaped by you in the non physical, just as your experiences are shaped by you in the physical. Now, we feel that this one is having some difficulty with this, which is understood because it is such a huge concept, you see. So we are going to stop here, and we may or may not take this up later. Um, Oh, yes, we do wish to also add that there are theories of, for example, 7 levels of the afterlife, or such as this, that you come into the light and you go through a tunnel, and you experience these specific things. And if you are a suicide, you have a terrible experience at first, etc. And we will say that all of these, again, are situational. They are not something that is true for everyone. Okay, so we feel now that for the time being we are complete, so we will stop here and we will wish you a very good evening.